an independent property versus a franchise or a national flag? What challenges are there? And also, Art, if you wouldn't mind, in terms of the design, as you remodel, are you changing demographics? Are you going after a different, let's say, Gen X or millennials versus the boomers?
Thank you, Peter. As you mentioned, my name is Arthur Morrissey. I'm the Director of Marketing for Morrissey Hospitality Companies. I am a family member. It is a family business, and that means after 9 years of working there, I have still not been paid. I'm hoping that changes here in the future, maybe after a decade. We are a full-service hospitality company. That means that we offer all the services: sales, marketing, operations, development, branding, financing, HR, to all of our brands. And we have about 1,200 employees here in the Midwest. As Peter mentioned, we operate the St. Paul Hotel and have been part of the hotel for almost 30 years. Definitely involved with it in re-energizing it. If anybody ever remembers it from the very early 80s, it was a very different experience in St. Paul and Rice Park. And when Bill, who you've heard today, got involved, the goal was to have it as an independent hotel. And I'm sure many of you have, when you're looking at hotels, independent versus franchise. What are the benefits? Well, there's developmental benefits. A franchise hotel, you buy that franchise because when you open up, you turn on the spigot and everybody shows up. They have that brand awareness, they have that loyalty program, and that's great. We operate franchise properties and we know the benefits of those. In particular, we're looking and have worked with Hilton. We have a property down in Eagan that we're developing with Hilton. So you have that, and the spigot turns on, everybody shows up. Now, you typically have a percentage of fees with that franchise, a percentage of revenue that they get every month, every year. A franchise fee, a marketing fee, you pay for that benefit, and that absolutely makes sense. But as your revenue goes up with those franchised hotels, so do your fees. Now, a little bit different perspective when it comes to an independent. We've operated those, we love doing those, but they are more challenging. You have to develop that brand, you have to develop that market awareness and grow, and that means maybe a little bit higher cost at first. So maybe instead of paying a 8% total franchise fees to Hilton, maybe when you're first starting out, you're in the 10%, 12%. You have to build that awareness in the market, in the region. But over time, if you've done it correctly, your marketing, your awareness is really going to come down to much lower percentage levels, below those franchise percentage fees, so that as your revenue is growing, your percentages are not growing with, or the expenses to the franchise aren't growing with it. So it just creates that gap, or that gap